Welcome back, everybody. This is Knack bringing you yet another tournament replay from the Tournament of Blades, the one that we're putting on right now. You guys can also be watching this on, obviously there's a little bit of lag because you will see this on YouTube. But those of you who do see it on YouTube, come check out the live stream on justin.tv/knacksc2 and see if you can catch some live action. We're going to be having a lot of fun, and there's a lot more games that you'll be able to observe than just the ones that we're posting on YouTube, especially because a lot of people haven't been showing up for their matches, so some of those are free games, and we don't post the free games on YouTube. But please join in and take a look. We are going to be watching a ZvZ on Metalopolis, so this will be very interesting. I love ZvZs on Metalopolis. Some people hate them. I like them. But this is yet another clan matchup between Clan Ice and Clan Carbon. And we just got done watching the last one, and he took a very convincing win, I thought. Tell me what you guys think. The ones that are watching, put that in the chat. I want to see what you guys think about that one. Whether that win was convincing or not. It looks like I'm lagging here. Boy, I sure hope I'm not lagging. This. Maybe that'll help. Okay, there we go. We're cool. We're cool. It looked like I was lagging there for a minute. I hate lag. Alright. So, we got close spawn positions by air. We've got CarbonTrace in the 2 o'clock position spawning as the blue Zerg, and IceCold spawning as the purple Zerg in the 12 o'clock position. Should be a great matchup. This is a fun positioning for each player because they can expand in this kind of arc around the sides safely away from their opponent. And so we might be shaping up here for a long match. When they're in these cross positions like that, these overlords are going to be giving each other a big bonk on the head or something as they fly by each other. Yeah, they scraped each other with those spines. I thought I saw some aggression there. You tell me what you guys think about that one. Who says overlords can't be a fighting unit, right? But we do have our drone scout scouting in the wrong location. He should have seen that. He shouldn't be scouting this way. His overlord here, this guy should have transmitted the data back here to CarbonTrace and say, "Hey, buddy, I know where his base is," because he saw that overlord. So it looks like he's going to opt scouting out this empty base here to go scout in the correct direction, which is a great idea. And we've got both of these overlords sitting right over top of their opponent's bases, which is always a fun situation. Usually that's a good idea for the first couple minutes of a game, usually up to 5-6 minutes even, before it's pretty easy for a Zerg player to get out some anti-air and say, "We don't want you around here anymore." Well, let's see if we can find out. I think CarbonTrace is a platinum player and IceCold is a gold player, so we've got a platinum versus gold matchup here. We do have our spawning pool going down for CarbonTrace right now. Let's see what we've got over here. We have our spawning pool as well. Neither opponent taking an expansion right away. We do have one gas for each player. IceCold's rather, is just slightly ahead of his opponent. We are droning up pretty heavily on both sides at this point. We do have a queen coming out for IceCold though, so that's going to be good. It's going to start that inject larva a little bit sooner than his opponent. And that inject larva can really help them get out those, all the drones that they need, and also the fighting units a little bit faster. So he's putting himself, I think, a position just slightly ahead. Of course, his opponent wasn't too far behind, so it won't be that big of a difference. We do have a couple Zerglings on the way for IceCold, just 2, so he's going to be probably using those for a little bit of map control. We'll see if he's going to add any more and try some early aggression. Oh, we do have a Roach Warren going down. Wow, alright, so an early Roach Warren by CarbonTrace, and he's taking his expansion at the same time. So this will be an interesting play. We might see. It looks like he's probably going to try and use the roaches as a defensive maneuver to make sure that this expansion goes the way that he wants it to. And, does anybody know if if Zerg is still the least played race. I know for a long time Zerg was the least played race. I just don't think it is anymore. I'm wondering which one is, but if it is, then Zerg versus Zerg is the rarest matchup, obviously. So look at all these overlords having overlord parties in the middle of the map. They're like, hey, you're from a different clan. That's okay, high five. Doing a little bit more scouting. He's sending this drone over. We'll see what he's going to be able to pull off with that. We've got a Roach Warren going down for IceCold as well. It's already up, I should say. But no expansion yet from IceCold. IceCold trying to put on a little bit of aggression here. These guys need to get out of there. Those roaches are doing them pretty easy. So sacrificing a couple. Oh, look at this. We've got a cancel from CarbonTrace, tricking his opponent here. So maybe, let's see if IceCold takes the bait. It looks like he is. Look at this. IceCold is taking the bait. He is putting down an expansion of his own, while CarbonTrace is going to be moving out a lot of roaches out across the field right now. This Overlord is going to spot this, but we'll see if IceCold is going to be able to react in time. He did. He canceled that, and he's putting up his... he's building as many units as he possibly can. Let's see what he's building here. He's building 5 more roaches. No. He's only building 2 roaches and 1 or 3 spine crawlers. And those spine crawlers are a little late. Oh my goodness, this might be really bad news for IceCold. He's going to get behind. Oh, the roach looks like he's going to go behind Mineral Weapon. He's deciding to kite back a little bit, trying to keep these roaches alive. I guess he's thinking that he's probably a little bit outmatched here. This little aggression unit. He's going to try and snipe this queen, which will be a really good snipe for him. Very, very good job there. Now he's definitely going to want to back these roaches out of there. Get them away from that wall. Get them away from that wall. They're just taking a lot of damage there that they don't need to take. Here comes some more roaches. I wonder if he's going to go right back into the base. It looks as though he is. We're going to see a little bit more roach battle, but from the low ground, it's really it's difficult to attack those other roaches that are on the high ground. So. But CarbonTrace now throwing down his own expansion, so we'll see if he intends to keep this one or not. My guess is that he probably will. But we are shaping up for a little bit, looks like a little bit longer match. And he's letting these spine crawlers finish. I guess he's still a little bit worried that he might have another attack right in the middle of his base, so. Oops. We've got some. He's running these roaches over here right now. Gonna have a little bit of roach battle, it looks like. See how this is gonna go. They're about even numbers. 14 to 12. That guy's going down. 14 to 11. Carbon is definitely outnumbered there. It's wise to be backing out at this point. But he is up an expansion on his opponent now. Let's see what the drone count is. It's 16 to 29 drones of CarbonTrace. So CarbonTrace taking a commanding macro position here, and his opponent just now droning up to 20, but he is still 12 drones ahead of his opponent. That is quite a bit. So CarbonTrace, I would definitely say he's ahead at this point. Let's see. He's going to be able to take down. He is supply blocked right now by quite a bit. It looks like he lost an Overlord somewhere that I didn't see. This Overlord is going to go down, which is going to supply block his opponent. So now IceCold is supply blocked. That is the one trouble about having Overlords hanging out all over the place. You can get yourself supply blocked potentially very easily. But we do have an expansion going down for IceCold. But IceCold is at a severe disadvantage when it comes to income right now. He really needs to pick that up faster. He's going to get himself out of this match, because the longer that CarbonTrace is mining with 34 drones on 2 base, oh man, that spells disaster for IceCold. So he's got to pick this up fast. Let's see what's in production now. Oh, see, he's just not droning up enough. He is getting his hatchery. Let's see, an infestation pit, and he's got some creep triggers on the way. There he's got 4 drones on the way, 6 Zerglings. So he is making use of his minerals, but he is definitely behind on the economy at this point. There's his infestation pit. We're going to see how infestors are in a Zerg versus Zerg matchup. I guess they're pretty good. I kind of like. You can at least put a dead stop to Zerglings really fast, but the roaches don't take tons and tons of damage. I mean, since the roach is robust, They really, it's not the best choice, I don't think, against roaches. Maybe I'm wrong. You guys tell me what you think about that one. I'd like to hear in the chat channel after this game is over what you guys think about that. Whether roach versus infestors, who would win in that matchup? CarbonTrace says, if I had a nickel for every time I got supply blocked. That's hilarious. Both opponents trying to supply lock each other. These Zerglings, looks like they're going to try and poke in here, maybe get a little scouting information. They're going to find a lot, and a heck of a lot, of roaches. And down, 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 down they go. Trying to get some scouting information. He does see an infestation pit from his opponent, so both of the opponents are going to be going infestation pits.